All right. I just kind of modified this vehicle I was making. It takes double science. I put rover wheels on it. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It does fly, and I don't know if I showed you the folding wings yet. But anyway, it all the weight's on the rover. All right. Yeah, I've got the rover hooked up to my alternate throttle on my joystick. Alright, I'm not showing my picture right now because I'm sitting here in my house. It's kind of warm. It's beautiful. I'm loving the heat, and I've got my shirt off. I'm really enjoying myself. This isn't going to be a long video, and not much is going on. Remember, we had this craft before with no folding wings, and we were picking up the extra science over here in the biomes, but we had to turn on the jet engine, and we were just kind of rolling and braking, and but now we actually have variable speed control. Rover wheels. And this is going to be a good test because it's a lot of weight. You can see the compression on the rover springs is more than half. Or at about half right now. So we should either have more wheels or have them distributed better, but the distribution's pretty good. You see the front has less compression. Well, it's all about equal compression. It's all very interesting. Anyway, this thing does fly. I was buzzing it around. I put on some solar panels and the folding wings. Let's look at the folding wings in case you haven't seen them. They're about like the other folding wings, they just fold different. They're more of a fluid motion. The charge depletion is only 6. And of course we're compensating with the full sun. Okay, we need to somehow invert our steering. That was backwards for me. I'll think about that later. Anyway, I like this idea because you're not using airplane fuel. If you fly someplace in this craft land and need to use your rover wheels, which are electrical based, which are being recharged, so as I'm rolling on the ground, the fuel is free. And that excites me. Alright, so I'm going to put it on pause, and then I'll come back when I'm after. Anyway, I may or may not put it on pause. I am going to put it on pause, but when I come back, we may go for a short flight test, maybe 1 minute. But this video is essentially over. I just wanted to update the people that were watching the career progression that I am currently collecting the points off of the biomes so we can have a few more parts that we want for our first moon landing. We don't need them, we just want them. So anyway, I'm going to put you on pause now. I'm going to run over here, collect 2 grades of science, return my ship, bring it back to the runway, and then we're just going to finish the video with you watching this craft fly. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, we did it. And we did pretty good. We've got a few extra things. I'd like 1 more, actually, maybe 2. But what am I gonna do? So we have flown this before, but before we didn't have this landing gear. And we test flew it with the folding wings with no landing gear. But this is the first flight with landing gear. I can almost feel it wanting to go up. Alright, it wants to fly. It's a little nose heavy, which is to be expected because of the drag that the landing gear is creating, but we have such a powerful thrust to weight ratio. I'm pushing through it like you know, I don't know if you ever saw the flying toilet on YouTube. That one's a pretty good one. The Japanese aircraft, actually, but they never used it in World War II, built flying tanks and tested a few. And what they were not even really light armor. They were big, heavy monsters with big giant wings and flotation devices and skis. And then they would come down, and they weren't stupid. They were masters of technology. So they would splash down in the shallow water, like this right here. Right? And then they would roll up onto the land as tanks. Anyway, they never got them deployed. They probably never quite perfected it. I bet they were easy to shoot down. Big giant wings flew like ducks. You know it. But anyway, just like the flying toilet on YouTube, it flew, but it didn't land well. Are you surprised? And, you know, anything can fly, but does it land is the question. Now I'm really almost risking death. I'm just going to go ahead and give it power turn. See, that's nice, being able to pick up speed in your turn. Usually you lose speed in your turn, but I was pushing through it. Oh, but then with my alignment's terrible. Pan, poor alignment. Mayday, mayday. I'm not ready to declare emergency. Alright, so now I'm having this thought of, can I land on rover gear? The answer is I don't know, but let's see if we can switch. Alright, dropping my landing gear. Oh man, it just burned the rover wheels right off. What's that? I saw that experience on Kerbal Shores when I was there for just a moment. Did my game just lock up, or? No, it's just awesome. Anyway, hey, that's the end of this video, but it was just an explanation, a science collection. Here, let me just show you what we bought, why we're here. We're into the second phase of our research, and we bought this, which is the mainsail. That's the one I was after, the thing called the mainsail. Where is it? Right over here. All right, and it's nice to have that twin bore, and these are always nice, you know, new engines. And this was the other one I bought, and this gives me the 3-man capsule and a Snoopy lander, and also a cupola module, and a lander can, which can also act as a rover body. But the one that I want that I didn't get would be these solar panels, which are more beautifying and aesthetic than anything of much value. But it would be nice to get my hands on this controller so I can start to look at it. I'm a little slow behind everyone else. Everyone else is using science mode or sandbox, but I'm going with the career mode because it takes you in a progression, it teaches you, and it doesn't really, you don't get overwhelmed. And by the time you're moving on to these parts you're looking for, you're familiar with stuff you've already used, or haven't used yet, but it's just not like, wow, what's that? And you just know. You got it. And you're looking forward to getting this part so you can take this part there. Anyway, it all goes together. It looks like if I can get 22 points, 21.3 points, I can actually have my micro propulsion systems and mini gas and mini propellant tanks. We're going miniature there, mini gas items. But what I'd like is these large tanks and tank adapters, of course. I really want that fairing for future exploration. This grappling hook's great for stuff you've already done and messed up. I can't wait to get my hands on these large hinges. I like the small ones, but they have limits. I want the high flying engine. I want the better airplane parts. I want it all. These wheels I need. I need these ladders. I actually need everything here to start my serious planetary exploration. So by the time we land on the moon and start trying to get to Minmus, I'd like to have this stuff to do that. But oh my goodness, we can't have it all, but we're going to have to get as much as we can off Moon and Minmus to fill in basically this whole last line. And they're 160 each, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 basically. 1,100 points, 1,200 points. That doesn't seem too bad. Once we start landing and taking surface samples and maybe this new breaking ground, then maybe we'll bring a moon rock back and it'll give us like 800 or 5, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what moon rocks give. I haven't really looked ahead. I've seen videos without paying attention. And I've started videos but haven't finished them when they collect research. And I think guys are busy showing off the eye candy more than they're too worried about actually enhancing their own Kerbalverse, which the guys that make videos, I don't know what they do, but it seems like they really don't have a universe they're working on or in love with. They're really specialized in trying to do something specific. Always promoting the new mods or the new super duper, or they're trying to wow you. Man, I'm just trying to get people through the grind and understand the grind. That's where the reality's at. That's where the truth's at. That's where we learn. I mean, it's cool to go, wow, look what that guy can do. And I see guys building crafts, and just to make it look good, they'll be scrunching like 3 or 4 crafts together, and then they just smush them all into one. That's a lot of weight for a little short thing, but hey, whatever they want to do to make it look good. But I don't actually like merging things, because I like hitting that little button where you can look inside their craft. I like using IVA, and I don't know how it's going to mess all that up, but whatever they need to make their videos look spectacular and fantastic, and their little rovers to have windows and different this and different that, and using backward capsules is mining. Just using major expensive equipment for almost an extension that makes it look a little more realistic, but has no practical use. Just convoluted mess, basically. I like my stuff a little more clean, but yet then it becomes a little more boring and the videos are terrible. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I might post this just to keep you posted, but I recommend you don't watch it and just move right on to landing on the moon. We'll probably do that next, and maybe an aircraft here or there, but I really don't want to do much more with aircraft until I get into space plane, unless I just start creating some really cool folding. Maybe I'll try to fold parts as well as wings and just have, I don't know. You're not going to see anything like, what was that movie? BattleBots. I'm not going to have any BattleBot folding craft or anything that resembles anything. But Most of my stuff's going to probably try to be practical and fit into cargo bays and tight spaces, and then expand into, something more substantial but yet functional. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and we're gonna do some thinking on that. But I got to get that. We got to get to the moon and get some experience points so I can buy this stuff so I can make all my dreams come true. Like any dreams, they'll probably change before I get there. So never quit dreaming, but never forget change is constant and imminent. So whether you're ready for it or not, it's coming. But hey, thanks for watching, and embrace the process.